All right, so there's apparently a feud going on between Marjorie Taylor Greene and Laura Loomer now. Someone decided to... Here, check it out. So apparently this is Marjorie, and they're saying that this is Laura. So there's some beef going on with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Laura Loomer. Why? Because Marjorie Taylor Greene feels like all of the promises that were made during the campaign are now being undone. They said there were going to be no new wars. They bombed Iran. They said they were going to stop donating to foreign entities. They're still continuing. And to make matters worse, she feels as if a smear campaign is happening via Mark Levin and Laura Loomer. So this is where things get interesting, because she's not just saying this is Laura. She's saying that this is also AIPAC that's coming after her, trying to defund her, take her down ever since she started talking against them.
I wonder.
So she does an interview with OAN host Matt Gaetz.
The reason I invited you on is because I think you really diagnose things well ahead of time. And the reason I invited you on is because I think you really diagnose things well ahead of time. And you are concerned about the Republican Party betraying some of the values of America First that President Trump ran on, and that you've really been a standard bearer for in the House of Representatives. And in lieu of that, we got to talk about AIPAC attacking you, sending out fundraising emails saying that you are not acting in the interests of our country. Marjorie Taylor Greene, your reaction to AIPAC's fundraising emails attacking you?
Yeah, Matt, I'll go ahead and be straight and honest about this. I'm absolutely furious. And as a matter of fact, AIPAC needs to register as a foreign lobbyist because they're breaking U.S. laws by donating to members of Congress and by taking them on a fully funded trip to Israel every single freshman member of Congress's year. They just took them over just recently and had them meet with the Prime Minister of Israel. But let's frame that correctly. They take them over to meet with the secular government of nuclear-armed Israel. Israel, who is in less than $400 billion in debt. Israel, who has taxpayer-funded health care and college. Israel is not hurting, and they've already proven that they are more than capable of not only defending themselves, but annihilating their enemies to the point of genocide.
She even let the G word slip. So during this interview, the part that really puzzles me about what it is that she's saying is she voted for the big, beautiful bill, but then she starts talking about she wants to move from America first to maybe even just stating America only, because if you're under 40, then you really have no hope for the future. And then says, hey, Matt, you know, we're $37 trillion in debt. Anyone who's familiar with her voting patterns knows that she just voted for the bill that would give you even more debt.
They represent, because I represent America. As a matter of fact, I've been saying America first for a long time, but I'm getting to the point of saying America only. And I'll tell you why, Matt. It's because pretty much if you're under the age of 40, you have no hope for the future. We're $37 trillion in debt. People can't afford to buy a house. They can't afford rent. They can't afford insurance. They can't afford their bills. And we have HB1 visas stealing all these American jobs. And I'm sick and tired and fed up with it. So if AIPAC, who donates, by the way, to more Democrats than Republicans, as a matter of fact, they're all for Democrats, but they do donate to Republicans as well. But listen, if AIPAC wants to come after me and accuse me of betraying my American values, AIPAC, you know what? You can bring it on. I am totally ready for this. And this is a fight that I will fight, and I will give it my all. And I can guarantee you, you're going to lose, because America is fed up, Matt. They're fed up to here with funding foreign wars, funding foreign causes, funding foreign countries for foreign reasons that have nothing to do with Americans, while Americans work their ass off every day and pay their taxes and come home and they're living paycheck to paycheck and their credit cards are maxed out.
So with that stated, the beef starts.
Let them fight.
You see Marjorie Taylor Greene making a comment stating, mental health is a crisis in America. We should be investing in reopening mental health hospitals instead of sending America's hard-earned tax dollars to foreign countries. Put America first and fix America's problems. Laura Loomer, let's send you there first.
Damn!
They do end up speaking directly about each other in regards to the comments that they make, like this one.
That Laura Loomer is another one that has relentlessly attacked me. Many other America First Republicans like Matt Gaetz and many other members of Congress. As a matter of fact, the only people she attacks are Republicans. And Laura Loomer touts herself as, basically testing everyone for loyalty. But the truth about Laura Loomer is she scrapes up information and then she twists it and manipulates her stories to basically be the same manuscripted information like MSNBC does.
Maybe what she's referring to about scraping up information is messages like this one, where Laura Loomer then says, I wish Rep MTG got on her knees for her Lord and Savior as much as she got on her knees for other men who aren't her husband. Just another fake Christian. Can you call yourself a Christian when your mouth is full of other men's? I may be Jewish, but at least I'm not a Jezebel. Or Laura Loomer when she made this little comment sarcastically. It was the Jews who made MTG cheat on her husband in the back room of a CrossFit gym. The Zionists fully opened up her legs and made her destroy her family. They made her ruin a marriage, but then she bought a cross as was forgiven. I think she means and was forgiven for ruining her marriage and being a So it apparently didn't even stop there, because then it became personal, if it already wasn't. So Laura Loomer decided to get Marjorie Taylor Greene's daughter involved. Here she says, as you can see from these screenshots, and there were screenshots, as you can see right here, Laura Loomer then says MTG's daughter Taylor got married on December 31st, 2022. She has been living in a house in Yoakum since March of 2024, and yet her payments from her mother's campaign have been ongoing since 2024. Around the same time, she closed on her house in Texas. The last payment was in June of 2025, which suggests MTG started paying her daughter when her daughter decided to buy a house. Ironically, the payment schedules coincide with the closing dates for the house, which Taylor and her husband paid $575,000 for on 31 acres of land, according to their real estate records reviewed by Loomer Unleashed. It's important to note that the median property value in MTG's congressional district is valued at $223,500. So the question she asks is, why is MTG funneling thousands of dollars a month to her daughter who lives in Texas? How is her daughter a staffer when she doesn't even live in a state? The salary for a member of Congress is $180,000 for 12 months. In 17 months, MTG has funneled $113,000 to her daughter. This should warrant an investigation. Looks corrupt to me. Paying your own kids who don't even show up to the office. The people of Georgia deserve better. And just to think, all of this just for Trump's affection. Because the thing I find crazy about all of this is Marjorie Taylor Greene is stating that campaign promises have been broken, that they're still giving money to foreign countries, which she believes they shouldn't do, that they're not putting America first, that she wants to then stipulate it should be America only. And all of that, if I'm not mistaken, will be a direct shot at Trump to say that he's really not doing his job. However, it seems like what she really has a frustration with is the GOP, because she doesn't want to bite the hand that feeds her, which is Trump. So this is why she keeps on saying the GOP has lost their way, the conservatives are doing wrong. Anything to basically say that everyone else is doing wrong except Trump.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
What it looks like she's trying to do is still have a close proximity to Donald Trump while lashing out at the GOP. Because as much as she may want to say that she's frustrated and she's done with the party, she has a post today that says President Trump has been the most viciously attacked president of the United States, and I have been the most viciously attacked member of the United States House of Representatives. Fact, and that's why our haters and those who are jealous constantly try to tear us apart. He's not your man. They asked Trump about what he thinks about Laura Loomer. He made his position very clear. He likes her. He thinks that she's a patriot.
What is your relationship with Laura Loomer? What kind of influence with Laura Loomer? What kind of influence does she have in the White House?
I think she's very nice. I mean, I know she's known as a radical right, but I think Laura Loomer is a very nice person. I've known her for a long time. And, you know, personally, I think she's a patriot. And she gets excited because of the fact that she's a patriot. And she doesn't like things going on that she thinks are bad for the country. I like her.
Yeah, I get it. Marjorie Taylor's trying to stick within proximity, but it kind of looks like he doesn't want anything to do with her. However, she has made comments in the past about how she feels about the GOP, almost to the point of stating that it feels like it's just a good old boys club. And even when she goes on a tirade and repeats the points that she has a problem with, it's all stuff that the guy in the Oval Office advocates for. But she doesn't say that he's the problem.
Tell you what, 6 months in, Steve, and here we are, turning back on the campaign promises, and we bombed Iran on behalf of Israel. Yes, it was on behalf of Israel. We're entering a nuclear war, the World War III, because the entire world is going to erupt. And you want to know the people that are cheering it on right now? Their tune is going to drastically change the minute we start seeing flag draped coffins on the nightly news, on Fox News that brainwashes all the baby boomers, and on CNN that brainwashes all the Democrat baby boomers. And that is exactly how this is going to go down.
Who you think got you there? But that's all I got for now. Whatever your thoughts are, leave them in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, and I will see you again on the next one. Be easy, y'all.